Hey there, fellow space travelers. Welcome back to On the Inside. I'm thrilled to dive into the hyperspace-filled world of Ahsoka with you today. If you're like me and can't get enough of those galaxy-far, lore-packed adventures, then you're in for a treat. So make sure your blasters are set to stun and your Leku are secure, because we're about to dissect all those juicy Easter eggs from Episode 3 of Ahsoka. And let's get started. First things first, let's address the elephant, or should I say, space whale in the room. I mean, who could ignore those majestic purtle? And yes, I'm totally sticking to the term space whales. Those creatures have finally swam their way into the live-action realm, giving us an awe-inspiring spectacle. We caught a quick glimpse of them in The Mandalorian, but now we get the full mind-blowing experience. Those tentacles, those bulbous heads, massive doesn't even begin to describe them. It's like a cross between a cosmic ballet and an underwater opera. But hey, enough about the purgle. There's a whole galaxy of Easter eggs to explore. Now let's chat about a training method that's been around in the galaxy since before the Death Star was a twinkle in Palpatine's eye. Zotochi training, or the blind Jedi training, is like the oldest trick in the book for our Force-sensitive heroes. We've seen it all the way from Luke Skywalker to those adorable younglings in the prequels. And if you're a Rebels fan, you might remember Kanan Jarrus using a similar technique to train Ezra. It's not just a Jedi thing, though. It's got its roots in Japanese fiction thanks to Kam Shimozawa. So when Ahsoka and Sabine start busting out those blindfold moves, remember, it's a classic move that's been force-pushed through generations. Can we talk about Ahsoka and her Jedi wisdom for a sec? With Anakin's former Padawan finally back in action, she's not just swinging lightsabers, she's dishing out some Yoda-style life advice. Remember the whole fear is the path to the dark side spiel from The Phantom Menace? Well, Ahsoka's keeping that wisdom alive and well. She's schooling her Padawan, Sabine, on the dangers of anger, hate, and the dark side. It's like she's carrying a little green master on her shoulder. And who knows, maybe that wisdom will keep Sabine on the light side of the Force, or at least help her avoid some classic Sith pitfalls. Oh, droids always giving us their unsolicited 2 cents. Hyang, the opinionated droid, takes the cake in this episode. Sure, it's not exactly an Easter egg, but it's a running joke in the Star Wars universe that just keeps on giving. Hyang's candid commentary on Sabine's Jedi prospects is like that one friend who can't help but share their thoughts, no matter how unnecessary they are. It's a hilarious nod to all those other chatty droids, like K2SO from Rogue One. And let's be real, Sabine's reaction to missing Hyang's input is all of us when we can't find our phone. Hold on to your Kyber crystals, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the New Republic. Episode 3 gives us a sneak peek into the aftermath of the Empire's downfall after Return of the Jedi. And guess who's here? None other than Chancellor Mon Mothma. She's become a consistent presence across all eras of Star Wars, and it's like catching up with an old friend. But that's not all. Senator Hamato Xiono's appearance hints at the political tides that will eventually lead to the rise of the First Order. Talk about dropping some serious breadcrumbs for future storylines. Oh snap, it's Jason Syndulla making his live-action debut. You know, the son of Hera and Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels. Talk about keeping the legacy alive. Even though he never got to meet his dad, those Jedi aspirations run deep. His "I want to be a Jedi" moment was like a heartstring tugger, hinting at some potential Jedi training for Jason down the hyperspace lane. Is it just me, or does this spell out a bright future for our young Twi'lek human hybrid friend? Let's get ready to defy gravity, as Ahsoka's spacewalk fight was a jaw-dropper. Remember those iconic moments in The Rise of Skywalker? Rey's desert showdown with Kylo Ren, anyone? Ahsoka's got her own slice, pun intended, of the action, as she pulls off a similar move, slicing through enemy fighters. It's like a cinematic nod to a scene we all know and love. Plus, did you catch her updated spacesuit design? It's like the Clone Wars meets Ahsoka 2.0, and I'm all here for it. Well, there you have it, space adventurers and Star Wars aficionados. Episode 3 of Ahsoka had us on the edge of our star seats with its Easter eggs and nods to the Force-filled universe we adore. From space whales to Yoda-style wisdom, this episode had it all. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Rewatch the episode, spot those Easter eggs, and let me know in the comments what you thought. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more hyperspace goodness, and may the Force be with you always. Until next time, keep exploring those galaxies, my friends.